AT&T Stadium, which it's called now, is an incredible, incredible palace that you've built.
Well, Joe, back to the years that when we were in Houston, the team, college team that I played on, was playing in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas, and we had practiced in Houston to stay away from our families and stay away from all of the celebrating that usually goes on around a bowl game, so that you could get some sleep and then go down there and play a bowl game, which we did the first. Well, right at that time, the Astrodome was just being completed there in Houston. And it was not only well publicized, it truly was the eighth wonder of the world. Coach Brawls had gotten them to show our team the stadium. When I walked in there, it looked like you were on the moon. It was unbelievable, the stadium, and there it was, completely enclosed. But I thought then and there, gosh, what has football come to? Well, some 30 years later, when I was sitting dreaming of what this stadium might look for that we have today, and I thought, what would it be like to be a part of building something that you could put 6 Astrodomes in? Now, you know, when I bought the Cowboys, it was a hard time. It was a very hard time economically for a lot of people. I vowed I had danced with the devil, boy, in my mind. I'll never dance with him again. There'll never be anything that would entice me, give me any desire to get close to those kinds of feelings I had when I thought I was going to lose it, or I thought I wasn't going to be able to pay. I'm not going back there again. Lord and behold, I go out there. We start that stadium. We started, not 1994, actually, was when it was started. And all of a sudden, we're with 3,000 people out there. We're 50 feet in the ground. And this country has, in 2007 and 2008, right about that time, it has one of the greatest economic downturn that anybody living on this planet has ever seen. And right about then was when we were digging the dirt to build this massive stadium. Now, at that particular time, we had a choice. Were we going to cut back? It was well known the Dallas Cowboys were building this stadium. Or is this a time when we need to sell and spend our way out of hard times? Is this the time when we ought to turn on the coal, pour the coal to it? Well, I want you to know, Joe, what we did was go. We poured on. I increased the scope of the stadium. We went the other way. We built many clubs in that area that are in what are normal concourses in other stadiums. But these clubs look like Las Vegas nightclubs that are in this stadium. And sure enough, our fans, sure enough, the people that really we wanted to build and build nice for, recognized that that's what we were doing, and they came in and supported that.
You know, I'm going to say something that you're not going to like, which is that in almost 20 years now, the Dallas Cowboys have won 2 playoff games. 2.
Absolutely.
And I know that that doesn't sit well with you. But what does, and what blows me away, is that the team that networks fight over to cover, the Dallas Cowboys, whether it's NBC or CBS or Fox or ESPN, you want the Cowboy game because that is the game that draws the ratings, the eyeballs. I think you're a big part of that. I think you're somebody that people want to see. They want to see what you have to say. I think you've been a big part of keeping that team relevant.
Well, Joe, I've always believed that for fans, different aspects of sports can carry a certain meaning or a certain degree of interest. And I want to be a part of, any way that I can, of every aspect of it. We are the first team in the NFL to ever have a camera in our draft room.
Chaz?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Jerry Jones with the Dallas Cowboys. We're all high-fiving. You're a Dallas Cowboy now. We just turned your card in.
And I'm going to tell you something. Our coach and our scouts like to have shit in the draft room when it came in there. Really did. But it's such an entertaining thing for those that want to be involved. Now then, literally millions of people sit there all day long on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and watch what goes on in that draft room at that time. So it's full of things that we can do that and make the game, embellish what goes on the football field. But the number one thing that I could say tonight is that I've had a chance to spend 27 years now with the Dallas Cowboys and be a part of the National Football League. Whatever they're worth, whatever they're purported to be worth, they ought to double that and send me a bill for it, because I've had more fun than that, haven't I?